Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Please stay safe. I'm wondering what is going to happen on January 20th to 2021. It's a good question. Do you really think that Trump is going to concede or he is going to leave the White House? It seems to me very unlikely. Right now he is still waiting for something. He's waiting for what kind of decision is going to be from the courts, or maybe he has something else to show. Maybe there is something else going on that nobody knows. It is not a doubt that a massive fraud has been committed. The only thing is that it's very hard to prove it. Because if fraud is done by just a handful of people, it's one thing. But if the fraud is done by thousands, 10,000s of people, it's much harder to track. Still, I do think that Sidney Powell has some hard evidence. I can hardly believe that someone like her credentials, obviously, can just lie and tell that I have a bulletproof proofs and that there is no proof. It seems to me absolutely impossible. Obviously, mainstream media are not going to comment on anything. They just keep all this under the lid. But I'm waiting. Just hope that we have some results soon enough and that the truth will follow. Because whenever you believe in Biden or Trump, it doesn't matter. What is most important here is democracy. And whoever wins, they have to win rightfully. So I do hope that this question will be solved, because if not, in the future, anybody would be able to commit this kind of frauds and gone unpunished. Obviously, another thing, but which can be, I would say, very concerning, is what will happen if Biden really is confirmed and is taking office on January 20th. From what I saw the last, I don't feel that Biden will last at all. Even he said to a reporter that if he disagrees with Kamala Harris, he will pretend to be sick and he will just resign. How a president can say such a thing? He is the head of a nation. He will not just resign because of a disagreement. It's completely ridiculous. But clearly enough, this only means that this guy knows that he's here for just a short period of time. And obviously he cannot tell this publicly. But sometimes because of his mind being weaker than used to be, something slips. And when you have this kind of slips, at least we have some picture of what is really going on. And I can tell you this. If Biden is really in the office and he will be absolutely unable to go through the very harsh routine of the presidential life, I don't see him waking up at the 5 in the morning and then tackle with all these files, all this very difficult decision, going or seeing or talking to million of peoples, okay, having 5, 6 meetings or even more each and every day, seeing foreign heads of state. I really don't think that he can do this. He's already tired after 1 hour of debate. How can he sustain work from 6 in the morning until maybe 9 or 10 in the evening? Impossible. He will not last more than a few weeks. Give it a take, I would say, if he lasts 3 months, this will be all. And then, well, he fell sick, exactly as he told he would. And when he do, then we have somebody younger and with plenty of energy. So the America post-Trump will be Kamala Harris America, at least for the next 4 years. And what's going to happen? Well, you can criticize Trump any way you want regarding this or regarding that. But Trump was very well aware of dangers that America faces today. And one of these dangers is obviously China, for the reason that Chinese communists are infiltrating societies by means of propaganda, by means of paying off major networks, and by means of so-called cultural exchanges, when people are just being repeated over and over again the same lies, and when you repeat over and again the same lies, the lies become a truth. Look at what happened with major networks. Look, if you compare like what CNN was doing like 10 or 15 years ago, we had debates. People were the journalists were able to criticize both sides and give us a picture and give us opinion. And with this opinion, with this diverse opinion, we are able to make up our mind. This is called democracy. This is called the freedom of speech. And what happened today? If you watch main networks, you only see the same, in absolutely the same information and the way of delivering this information. So, we are being repeated over and over again. All the same thing. And we technically don't have access to diverse opinions. You have to go to see far-right media or Australian Sky News to see something different. So at least you can compare and at least you can make your own mind. But why I'm telling you this? Because you know that media right now are hunting for money because of internet, because of obviously YouTube and other media that can flourish through the World Wide Web. And who is giving that money? China. Why? Because of a propaganda. So this is what is happening, and this is what Donald Trump was fighting for. That's why he was calling this fake news. So, with Joe Biden elected, or Kamala Harris in a few months from now, obviously all this will be much easier for everybody, which means for Chinese. And this is just the start of the problem. So if the truth is not coming out about what really happened during this election, about the real votes, this will be quite dangerous for democracy and for America. because the door will be open for all this kind of fraud in the future. So I hope that all this will be done in time, and that democracy is going to be preserved. And again, same for the freedom of speech. Thank you for listening for today. Please stay tuned for more and hit subscribe if you wish for, of course.